everyone. Welcome and thank you for joining in on our e-course today. My name is Dr. Malcolm Tyson, and I'm the Managing Director at StratAscension. Our value proposition at StratAscension is to help CEOs and business leaders like yourself become better leaders, build innovative cultures, and create innovative businesses. Today's lesson touches on what most business leaders and buyers have made more complicated than it should be. We'll be showing you how to streamline your sales process, which will help buyers get to a decision faster. Because after all, we've already made it easier for them by making menus. At this point in the course, you realize that this is a replay. So just a reminder for those that may have jumped in the e-course right here, please continue to take notes and respond to the questions you may hear me ask throughout the lesson, as there is no chat function in the replay. Also, this may be a great time to look over your notes and reflect on or adjust the packages you created in the previous lessons. Lastly, feel free to like and share this content with your team or colleagues, and leave any feedback that you think will be helpful for other e-learners. Thanks again, and I'll see you at the end of today's lesson. So now we've made it easier for people to make a decision. Let's help them get there faster. But first, let me ask you, have you ever had a lead disappear on you? Well, of course you have. Let's think about this. A recent study found that approximately 82% of sellers are out of sync with their buyers. So it's not just you. Leads go dark on even the most skilled of salespeople. And the reason why is often because both the buyer and the seller did this. Remember that old saying about making assumptions? There it is. So you assume that they were following you step by step through your sales process, but they assume they know how to buy what you offer. Think about this example. How often do you have people request a demo as a first step? That's because that's what they think is supposed to happen. We've been conditioned in our business environments to think that. So usually one or both, the one selling and the one researching to buy, can make it more complicated than it needs to be. This inevitably leads to multiple conversations with multiple people, long drawn out sales cycles, and ultimately lost sales. Has anyone had to go through this? Let me know in the chat. I know I've had this happen to me so many times. These are all things we want to remove from our sales process, to decomplicate and make it easy for prospects to do business with us. Yeah, okay, I see that, Jules. Remember, instead of pulling them through the sale, we want to guide our prospects through a simple journey that ends in a decision. So the first thing we need to do is identify how many steps it takes for your prospects to go from being a new lead to making a final decision. These steps are called sales stages. While there's certainly more than one stage in your sales process, which can also be called the pipeline, by the way, it's critical for you to keep it simple. Focus on the big steps in your process, not the little tasks and administrative details. Look at this from the perspective of key milestones in the customer experience and what you both need at each point. Let's take a look at an example. Step one, qualify. Are they a fit? Step two, deeper dive. Can we solve their problems? Is there a strong potential return on investment? Step three, we present our options, menu A or B. Remember those? And step four, a decision. Not necessarily a sale, but a decision. Now, I want you to take just a minute and write out your own sales stages. Okay, we'll take 60 seconds here. Ready? Go. Remember, if you have any questions, please post them in the chat. Got about 15 seconds here. Okay, let's keep pressing ahead here. There are sales stages. Okay, so go ahead and estimate both average days from stage to stage and total days start to finish. Take a minute to do that for yours now. While you do that, I'll tell you about the example we have here. Okay, so in this example, it takes 7 days between stage one and stage two, 4 days between stage two and stage three, 10 days between stage three and stage four, for a total of 21 days. Take a minute here, estimate both the average days from stage to stage and total days to start to finish, just like we have here. So let's take 60 seconds to do that. Okay, does anybody have over 6 months in their sales cycle? Total days. Total days. Anybody over 6 months? Anybody over 3 months? 90 days? Okay. Anybody over 30 days? All right. Anybody less than 15 days? Awesome. Awesome. Good. Okay. I see. I see you. It's like Shiva. Excellent. Okay. So once you've defined how long it takes, the next thing we want to do is take this initial instinct you've got about how long the process should take and cut it in half. Yes, you heard me right. In half. If you think a deeper conversation should happen in a week, make it 2 to 3 days. Go through your process and do that for every step. Now, not every customer will follow your new baseline, but most will. You may be a little bit freaked out by this. Um, and is anyone here feeling uneasy? It's uncomfortable to nearly everyone at first, but you'll be pleasantly surprised when you see it begin to work. And remember, innovation is typically outside of our comfort zone. Ask yourself this: if your sales cycle was shorter, were, would fewer leads go dark? Would your salespeople, and if that's you, sell faster without being pushy or giving away your product? Would you be able to better identify all the stakeholders in the decision making process? Would you know what their actual timeline is? And the answer is, of course. Each of these questions are rhetorical. The answer is yes, all the way around. A shorter sales cycle will not impact any of these. They will actually help you get them faster. Today's lesson really got into how being intentional about your customer experience can influence innovation and drive growth in your business. Thank you for joining me and our StrataSension team to discuss streamlining your sales process. We appreciate you signing in and hope you learn more about how to help your buyers to get to a decision faster. As I mentioned, this may be a little uncomfortable at first and may catch your buyers off guard because they won't be used to this, but stay in sync and watch it work. We'll see you in the next lesson where we'll bring everything you've learned so far together and how to execute the buyer's journey. Until next time, thanks, and remember, excellence is a habit.